Hello, beautiful, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. I hope that you all have had a wonderful weekend and are preparing to have a wonderful week, of course, in the Lord. I'm just on here, just really quickly, just to release something that the Lord has laid upon my heart. Not a prophetic word, but just more of a word of wisdom, because I know that the recent events that have happened with the outage and the cyber outage and everything has kind of threw everybody up into a frenzy, and there are prophetic words and things that are happening that of course are happening now, being confirmed and things like that. And then even in the midst of that, more are being given. And a lot of the ones that I have been seeing, I know that titles and things are catching and stuff like that, but as well the urgency and the things that have been kind of have kind of picked up. I just want to just give this word of wisdom mainly to those who are young in their faith and those who are seeing these things and moving to a place of anxiety and worry, and rather than having an urgency to get before the Lord, you're having a feeling of rush or panic. That's what it is, a feeling of panic to go run in the store and buy up all these things because this might be coming and this might be. I just want to release this word of wisdom to you that first things first, that any prophetic word that you listen to, that you read, that you receive, it should always lead you back to the Lord, whether it's leading you back to Him to ask and say, God, what is this? Break this down for me. Or whether it's a confirmation, as in, okay, God, you have already begun to work this thing in me, or you've already begun to kind of alert me to this thing, and it's been confirmed, so I'm bringing it back to you because I want you to feel. Either way, whatever, any prophetic word that you get should always lead you back to His feet. Even if it's a prophetic warning, if it's anything like that, it should be leading you back to His feet, back to His throne, back to the throne of grace, to see what God says to you now concerning this thing, or whatever instruction that He has for you concerning this thing. And so my urgency today that I have in my spirit just to release is to be wise, even and be wise even in what you're consuming and watching other videos, because there's sometimes we have this habit as well to fall into rabbit holes, and before we know it, we're listening to one prophetic word, and then we're listening to, and then before it, we're 20 videos deep, and then there's fear that's coming in and things and stuff, because not every word that is released is one released from the mouth of God, and also sometimes these words are released with fear, and they're released with things that you may not immediately discern, and you'll be wondering why all of a sudden I'm feeling afraid about this thing or something like that. But I want you guys to be mindful and to be wise in what you are consuming, of course, and how many words that you are consuming and looking for to confirm this and confirm that. And I want you guys to take what you have been hearing or what you have seen or even what has been resonating with your spirit, take it back to the Lord and see what God wants you to do. Even in, some videos and things may be coming out and saying, prepare this, buy that, buy this. I want this is the part where I really want to release this wisdom, to take it back to God, to always take it back to God, because God, for His people, will provide or will set the provision for these things to be prepared, for these things to be stocked up on. But I know that sometimes when we do get into that panic, it'll kind of move us to move rash or to just hop up and just go buy up everything, and then all of a sudden the economy, we just overdo it sometimes, and so and it puts us in a place where we're like, oh, if I can't get this, if I can't get my water, if I can't stock up on food, I can't. I want to tell you, first of all, those of you who are in Christ and those who the righteous ones, those who run to the Lord's name, and you are safe in His name and you are safe in Him, and He said and He promised He's going to keep you. I want to tell you that He's going to provide, that He's going to make every provision, even for your preparation. God is going to make every provision, even for your preparation. So if there is preparation necessary for you, and that's why it's important that you go to Him with the word and say, God, this is what I'm hearing. This is even what I know that you have told me, maybe, some time ago. And so what do you want me to do? How do you want me to begin to prepare? And trust that you will have, as long as you are obedient and listening to His instruction and His wisdom, that you will have what you need, that when the time comes, you won't be caught off guard. One, because you are keeping your face before Him, because you are keeping yourself before Him, because you are following His instruction, because you are being everywhere that He needs you to be, and because you are staying consecrated to Him. You won't lack anything when the world begins to go to chaos, and when the world begins to go this way, and when the world can't figure out where this is coming from, and when the world is freaking out, you won't have to worry about that, because the peace of God will be on you, because even the more, because you have been obedient, and because you have been in the place with Him, you have been dwelling in the secret place to Him and with Him, and so you are able to You are able to be kept in his shadow. You are able to be kept, and whatever comes is not coming nigh you. It's not coming to your dwelling. It's not coming. You won't have to worry about it. And I even pray even the more that what God allows you to prepare or to stock up, even when that time comes. When that time comes, that what he begins to allow you to stock up even over the time, however long it may take, that you'll have enough even to help others. So don't worry, and don't begin to worry about what you can't prepare, or what you can't prepare with what you have right now. Seek the Lord. The most important thing, if you get nothing else from this video, seek the Lord concerning his instructions and his instructions for your preparation, because your preparation, first of all, may not be a physical preparation first. Your preparation may be need a preparation of getting your life together, because you think that you got time and you don't. So your preparation process may look a little bit different from everybody, and you may not have $1 million in the bank to go buy up everything and create a bunker and stuff like that because they said that this is what's coming. No. Follow the Lord. Go back to God with everything, even with cast your cares, every worry that you have, every question that you have, that you take it back to him and get his instruction, get his guidance, get his wisdom, and move on that. Don't let even what other people are doing convince you even to move outside of what God said that you need to do right now, because he is going to provide. He is going to provide. I'm speaking mainly to those who I know are anxious about the things that they're seeing in the news, anxious about the things that they're seeing that are happening, and who really need to be before the Lord anyways, because they need to be resting in him. They need to learn how to rest in him. They need to learn his covering, and they need to be there anyways. I want to really talk to you guys, and I want to tell you to go back to the Lord before you worry, before you begin to stress, before you begin to panic because you don't have it to do what everybody else is saying that you need to do. Take it back to him, because that's where you're going to get your peace about it. That's where you're going to get your instruction about it. That's where all you need is going to come from. And most of all, if what's going on right now moves you to do anything, before it moves you to run into a store, before it moves you to hop on Amazon and buy up a bunch of batteries, before it moves you to stock up on some cash that you don't have, before it moves you to do any of that, let it move you to sit before the Lord and say, God, if there's anything in me that's not right, if there's anything in me that's not ready, if there's anything in me that's not prepared, anything in me spiritually that's not right before you, I want you to get it right. I want you to get me together. Even and even my family, God, I want you to begin to work on those things. If anything, that should be the first thing that you all do. But I want to just release this wisdom to my people, because I've seen how it works. I've seen how, even especially those young in faith, those who are still, whose faith is still building up, those who have not come to know God as a provider yet, those who have not come to know God as a protector, those who have not come to know that part of God's character, his attributes, those who have not come to know him like that yet, who still are clinging on. I want to encourage you and speak to you and tell you, don't be afraid. Be not afraid or dismayed. God is with you. He is with you. And as long as you're seeking him and seeking him wholeheartedly and finding him, he is covering you, and he will make a way. He will provide, and you will not be left out. You will not perish or suffer as you are seeking him. He's not going to put you to shame in it either. You have to know these things. I'm telling you to encourage you, and encourage you even more to stay before the Lord more than you are on YouTube, more than you are on Facebook, more than you. And if social media right now is not the place for you, then get off social media and get in your prayer closet. Be where the peace of God is. Be where the peace, his understanding, be where his wisdom is, be where his love is, be where his grace is. And that's in his presence. That's the safest place for you to be right now. So you can get your behind near the cross and stay there. That's where the most provision, the best provision is right there near the cross. That's something that the Lord told me at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of 2024. The Lord told me, stay near the cross. Don't you get loose. Don't you follow these trends. Don't you follow the world. Stay near the cross. Because when God comes into the earth to do what he needs to do, you want to make sure that you near. You want to make sure that you up underneath, that you in his armpit somewhere. You want to make sure that you're there. Okay? And so, people of God, I love you so much. Those who are watching, And those who tune in even just for this real quick, I bless God for you, and I thank you, and I pray that even from this moment forward, that even the things that you hear, that you take the wisdom to take it back to God, and that you go to God for everything of it right now, that you go to God for what He needs from you, for you to do, how that all of it, that you go to Him for. I know that He's going to keep you. I know that He's going to keep you. He's not going to leave you out there stranded, okay? He's not going to leave you out there stranded in no mess. He's not going to leave you out there to die in the mess. He's going to provide for you. Just seek Him and stay in that place of seek so that you don't miss anything. And even another thing, you're not going to miss Him. Okay, if you stay there, you won't miss Him. It's okay if you didn't get the prophetic word that so and so gave when they saying all this now, and you didn't get it, and now you feel like, oh, he didn't tell me that, so now I don't know what I'm doing. Now I'm unprepared. No. That's not what it is. Okay, you're not going to miss Him. If you continue to seek Him, you're not going to miss Him. Okay, so I pray that you even go deeper, that what you seek of Him now, that it takes you even deeper. Okay, and that your soul and your spirit is prepared even the more. Okay, I love y'all. I love y'all. I pray that y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all on Friday for the podcast. Bye.